going on, everybody? Back again for another YouTube video. This one is going to be a little bit more like our old videos were. This one will be a little bit more in depth than those. I'm definitely going to talk about some other things that I didn't mention in the other previous videos. But today, this video is going to be about this ESB Vader helmet that I, as of recording, just finished. This was converted from an A&H into an ESB. All the work was done by myself, using various amounts of other reference materials, stuff like that. Here's just an in-progress shot of the face. It's in progress very early on, maybe a layer of primer, and it's mainly focused on patching and really sanding some details in. And here's a little bit later on in that progress. Obviously, it's had a couple more layers of primer to go on it. And it's really starting to take final shape, final form, I should say. Some of the details are a lot crisper and a lot sharper. Some of the surfaces are a lot more smooth. They've been wet sanded. And here's the mount that I custom affixed these. They're custom trimmed and mounted to each helmet I do. They are not going anywhere. They're stuck on with both epoxy, and depending on the version, I will do bolts. Some are different than others. And here's the dome. The dome, I always say, requires the most attention to detail, as black is a very difficult color to try and hide blemishes in. It's not like a silver or a white, which, depending on what shade, it's a lot easier to hide things. So this requires a lot of attention, a lot of different sanding, a lot of filling, different colors of primer, because sometimes you'll find that some blemish will hide in the gray or white primer, but if you use a darker color, then it'll show up. As well as, taking this outside and taking this in nice lighting. Changing a light, well, maybe there's a bump or something that you missed, or a plane that needs to be smooth when it isn't on the actual piece. Here's just a nice shot of the front of the dome. In my opinion, this section takes the longest just because you want to get it right. You don't want it to be too prominent while also being too hidden, because in the paint it might look a little weird. And we sort of warped to the face being completely laid, the base coat laid, and it being ready for clear. Just a simple gunmetal and a nice black. It's scuffed up. Adhesion promoter goes on it. And here is the two pieces after clear. This is probably about, I want to say, an hour or two after they came out of the booth. They're still, well, they're dry, but they're still curing and hardening. Obviously, this 2K that I put on it. And here's probably 3 or 4 days after that. The helmet and dome are fully cured, fully hardened. They came out great, in my opinion. The black on the dome looks great. There is the slight orange peel that you want, as well as the metallic on the face came out great. Metallics can sometimes be very finicky to lay down nicely, as well as the fact of what you use to spray it and the brand as well. Anyways, here are some finished shots. Here's a shot of the face. Looks great, all finished. Nose paints in it, lenses, mesh. Tusks aren't for shipping reasons, but foam padding and strap in the back. And here's some great shots of it all finished, all put together. These look great in natural light. I'm pretty happy with how this one came out. Obviously, there are some personal things where I'm like, well, I could have probably done that better. But that's usually how it goes with every project you do. Well, that's the end of the video. I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll obviously add my contact info in the description if you ever want to reach out and ask a question or inquire about commissions or pricing or anything. Thanks.